Hey guys, it's Will again with my breakup process. This is episode 3, and today we're talking about wanting to meet up with your ex. This is definitely the most controversial topic after breaking up with an ex. You hear a lot of people telling you not to do this. Mostly, I feel, because they've had bad experiences with it, but also because there is a good chance it will disrupt your healing process. So, there is a fair bit to consider before you decide to meet up with them. There's a couple reasons I feel like it could be good, and there's also a couple reasons I feel like it could be bad. So I'm going to go over those, and then I'm sort of going to go into what happened with my situation and why I decided to do it. So, diving into the first reason of why I think meeting up with your ex could be a good idea. If you go into the meeting to understand completely what went wrong and learn from it, so as long as you have an open mind and you're not carrying emotions into the meeting and you're just looking to see what you guys can learn from it, where you went wrong, and what you can do better in a future relationship, that's a positive experience in my opinion. That's sort of tricky too, because one side of the party might be carrying those negative sort of emotions into it. It can turn into an argument, and overall it won't be a positive experience, will it? The second reason it could be good is to reconcile. If you both know there's something still there and there was a silly mistake or something, and you go in still carrying that positive energy, you could possibly figure out that it was just a mistake after all and get back together. A couple reasons it could be bad. If someone is carrying that negative energy into it and an argument happens, you leave the relationship on bad terms. That's gonna sort of haunt you for your future. You're going to be carrying resentment for this person for a long time, and you're not going to look back on it with fondness ever again, because you've just had this completely negative experience with them after trying to sort of meet up and fix things for where they went wrong. So if there is any negative emotion going in towards this, I feel like you should steer away from doing it at all. The second reason it could be quite bad is going back to that good point. You go to reconcile, the feelings are not mutual, and you start all over again like it's day one. So you sort of have your sob story to them, you beg and plead for them back, and they don't reciprocate the feelings. It's sort of going to hit you again as if it's a fresh breakup. All those emotions are going to come straight back, and you're going to have to deal with that. So if you really want to see X, go to the deepest parts of why you want to see them. If it's just because you miss them and you want to sort of do that, beg and plead for them, it's probably not going to be worth it. If you want to meet up with them, look to make it a positive experience rather than something that could turn into an argument or leave you with negative emotions afterwards. So in my experience, and what happened in my situation was I met up with my ex 2 weeks after we had broken up, because I didn't fully understand what had gone wrong in our situation, and I wanted that closure. Obviously, you don't need the closure, you can move on, but obviously your emotions can get the best of you, and you sort of chase that closure. So I did, and luckily for me, we were both in a positive headspace to talk about what we think went wrong with an open mind. And I feel like we both took something away from it that we could use from our future. We both understood each other and spoke about how our future would look with each other, as in being no contact. We'll probably have to sort of cut each other out of our lives, but in a respectful way. And we said goodbye and went our separate ways. So if you think your meeting will go along those lines or leave in a somewhat positive experience, then yeah, possibly a good idea. But yeah, just make sure you really consider why you're doing it, and is it for the right reasons. So that's all I really had for today. If you have any other topics you want me to discuss from my experience, leave a comment below and I'll make a video about it soon. I'll see you in the next one.